Hi everyone, it's Ken from KenL606. Just a quick video just to show what the meads are like. I'm bottling up mead today. I've been racking, the light isn't that good, but I've been racking up 2 meads so far, and I've got bottles over there sterilising. These are 8 months old mead. This is my well, what the recipe was, show me, sweet show mead. I've racked it off. I've just basically just transferred it off to a clean demijohn. I didn't know whether you're supposed to use stabilising agent or not, as this is just going to be still mead. I stopped it basically with a bit of a Camden tablet and some stabilising powder, and that's just the show mead. And as you can see, you can probably see the box of labels that are behind it there. 250 labels, adhesive labels, yeah, white labels, Tesco's. So that's pretty damn clear. So that's sweet show mead, and that's about 3.5 to 4 litres, and that's about 8 months. And and the AV, the percentage it came out finished at is 19.5%. Okay, so it's what we might call rocket fuel. You don't need much. Yeah. The next one, I haven't got much left of this because I've been showing this at shows this summer, and I've had it in bottles and it's had good reception. I've won a few first prizes for it. This is an orange mead. This is a recipe from Joe's Ancient Orange Mead, and as you can see, there isn't a lot left over. I've probably got a bottle and a half left over, and I'll be making that again in January. But again, because it's a still wine and I've only got a bottle and a half left of it, I've stopped it anyway. So as you can see, you can see the cat coaster behind it, quite good. I'm quite happy about that. And as you can, that's that. What I'm gonna do is I've got some of these little 250 Pepsi bottles, and I'm gonna be racking off some to put in these bottles. And when I do some beer mails, I shall be sending some out. I don't know if I'll be sending the orange one out, because I'm going to fill a 750 bottle up, or a litre bottle, I'm not sure yet, of that, and I'll see what I've got left over. So if anybody does get a bit of that, it's going to be a taster in the bottom of a little bottle, and that'll be it. But I'm not sure if that's going out, or otherwise you'll have some from next year. But I'll be sending a bit of this stuff out, because as long as I got 3 bottles of that, I'm happy. And that's me mead. And to carbonate it, all you would need to do is don't stabilise it, and basically just prime it. You could. It's the easiest way is just to. I use sugar cubes now because I use 500ml PET bottles or beer bottles. I just put a sugar cube in the bottom of each one, and it works a treat. Or you could put this in bottles and put it in the fridge, and then the coldness in the fridge will kill the yeast off, if you wanted a still mead. But if you wanted a fizzy mead, I just put a teaspoon 5ml of sugar in a bottle, 500ml bottle, and change quantities if you've got bigger bottles, and just leave it go for 3 weeks, and you'll get fizzy carbonated mead. It's not a sizer because there's no apple juice in it. Because this was made with honey, spices, and water, and that's it. If I was going to replace the water, use apple juice, or in America apple cider instead of the water, it would be called a sizer then. But no, this is just plain old Tesco water in there. Other supermarket varieties are available, folks. But no. That's just that, and I'm quite happy with the way that's come out. I've got, excuse the camera movement, I'm going to do that one next. That's strawberry and raspberry, and the date of inception on this one was the 10th of December last year. So, and this one came out at 18.5%. This one's a bit darker, but this one's sweet. This one's very sweet. I used real strawberries and real raspberries, a lot of honey, and it came out like that. So it's really sweet. So that's more of a sweet mead than anything else. So what I'm gonna do that this afternoon. And what I might do with that one is I might carbonate some of that just to see what it's like. But I probably won't. I might not for the first round of homebrew beer bottles that I send out. I won't send any of that out. It'll be it's nice, but I think it might be a bit too sweet. And I've got other ideas, but I'm not done it yet. But I've got some bottles ready. I love these little bottles. I got more already washed out and ready. These 250ml bottles. I got some 500 bottles. But I bought wine bottles yesterday. But here we go, folks. I'm babbling, so I'll show you. But I just thought I'd show you what my meads are looking like. So there you go. How you doing, everyone? This is just a quick homebrew Wednesday brewing day update. I started some stouts last week from a Wilco kit. What I'd done was I left them go a week, and I've just racked them off. As you can see, let me get it right. Sorry about the viewing angles, everyone. That there is like just a gallon of vanilla stout. It tastes very vanilla-y. Very vanilla-y, yeah. Yeah, so that's that. Sorry about the camera angle. I should have went like that, really. Should know better. Then I did 2 gallon of treacle stout, which I've just had a quick taste, and it actually tastes better than the vanilla one does there, actually, which is good, which is very good. So what I've done is they've done a week. What I've done is I'm just putting them into a basically secondary state for another week, to see if it will improve the flavour a bit more, to mellow out a bit more, because it's a bit harsh at the minute. And then out here I've got just under 2 gallon of chocolate and vanilla stout. Now it's alright, but I think the chocolate's weakened it a tad. Can't taste much vanilla at the minute, but it just tastes a bit weak, but I'm leaving that go. This is from the bottling day the other day. I've got the Meads. Oh, that's a bit of the cardamom and ginger cider, which is pretty damn good. That's the strawberry and honey mead, and there's just meads. That is. That's going to be the Christmas brew that I've given to people for Christmas, but I digress quickly. Moving in from there. So that's the state of the stouts, which I'm going to leave go another week. I'm just going to leave them out there. But what I'm going to brew today is, I went to the local homebrew shop the other day, and one of my favourite reds is a Cabernet Sauvignon kit that I did last year. It's lovely, and it's all gone now. I can't recommend this kit hardly enough, if you can get hold of it. The downer, I suppose, it's about $13.75 for 6 bottles, but I've been told that it's like a £6 bottle of wine when it finishes, and I can quite happily sit there and drink it anyway. But I went there the other day and I didn't see any on the shelf. Oh, excuse my antibiotics there. Shouldn't see them really. So So yeah, so I went to the shop and I said, where's all the kits to? And the chap said, oh, he said, they've gone out of date, so we're getting rid of them. We're selling them off cheap. I went, how much out of date? He said, beginning of this month. I went, oh. So how much can you do one for? When I found the Cabernet Sauvignon in the box, he said, let me work it out, and I had it for £8.50. So I said, yes please. So I'm going to put that on to this afternoon. So I'm going to put that on £8.50 for 6 bottles. It's damn good for that. It's a lovely tasting bit of wine, that is. Better than anything I bought in Tesco's anyway. So I'm going to start that. I've got some proper bottled water and another gallon fermenter. So, and because I've got an empty fermenting bin now, I might put on, or I might put on tomorrow or Friday, I don't know, see how the day goes. Got odd jobs to do, but I've got a Cooper's Australian pale ale kit and a brewing answer, a kilo of brewing answer to put in there. I've got some Cascade hops too, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some hops in at the very start, put the brew over the top of the hops and leave it ferment with the hops in there. Then see what it tastes like after the first week. Then if it's not hoppy enough, because that Cooper Pale Ale kit, Australian Pale Ale kit's lovely, but it just lacks something, so it needs a bit of hoppage. So what I'll do is I'll add some hops in primary, and then I'll leave it go a week. Then I'll have a quick taste. Then if I think it needs a bit more, just a little bit more, I'll rack it to secondary and just dry hop it for another week. But yeah, so I'm gonna have that on the go. I've got a Pilsner kit to hop and to flavour with raspberry and strawberry as well. So yeah, got a few bits going on, and then we're just going to have one mass bottling weekend or 2 weekends, whether it be Kevin or Karen helping me. They both moan and groan when they do it, or Karen does anyway, but hopefully Kevin will be alright. But that's where we are today. Just a quick video of what's happening in the kitchen. Okay, that's this bit. I'll hand you back to Ken.